Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my disappointing products of 2018. Let's ignore my hair right now because I really need to wash it. I feel like that's my excuse in every single video, but we're gonna just, move on. Before I get into this video, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified for future uploads. Today's notification shout out goes to Jasmine Fuentes. Thank you so much for having my notifications on. And if you want a notification shout out, all you have to do is turn on my notifications and comment #notification squad in the comments down below and you'll get one eventually. If you'd like to see what products I really just didn't get along with in 2018, then just keep on watching. So I have a couple of primers that I did not like in 2018. And the first one is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. So this claims to blur your skin to make it ready for foundation, obviously. I just find that this just doesn't do anything for me at all. I believe that Milk Makeup came out with one that's like a hydrating blur stick or something like to that effect, and I feel like that one would be a lot better for my skin. I just felt like it literally, maybe it filled in my pores a little bit, but I swear my foundation just clung to every dry patch on my cheeks and it just didn't look like I was using a primer that day. So honestly, I really use this when I have like a really good skin day, and that's about it. And that's like rarely, honestly. Next up, I have the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base, and this is another one that just did not do anything for me. I feel like this is good, like a good moisturizer, but it really just does nothing as a primer. It doesn't really have a priming effect in my opinion. Like my foundation just didn't look any better than it normally did with this, and I felt like when I used this, I had to use another like either pore filling primer or just like a smoothing primer just to make sure my pores didn't look ginormous. So this just was a giant no for me. I believe that Huda Beauty came out with a different one and it was pore filling, and I'm curious to see how the two work together, or if Huda Beauty is going to make one that's like a combination one in the future, because I would totally be interested in it. I have one disappointing foundation for this year, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I really did not like this foundation, and I know it probably came out before this year, but I just feel like stick foundations should give you a really full coverage, and this one just did not. I felt like I had to apply like 20 layers before I got the coverage that I wanted, and usually, yes, I like a full coverage foundation, but I'm also not that crazy. Like I could deal with a medium coverage. What I didn't like is how it was so difficult to blend out, and like I would use a brush, and like in this area where I have like a lot of redness, it would like, when I use the brush, it would like literally take the product away. Like it didn't blend easily, and it just like literally disappeared after I tried to blend it out. So it's just, to me, not a great foundation. I have this one in the shade Cool Beige, and that's like my normal foundation color. It actually might be a little too light on me, and it also runs really yellow, but that's besides the point. I also have the Shadow foundation stick, and this is like a more of a contour one, and honestly, like I think it's too cool tone in my opinion, and again I have that issue with like blending it out. And I also have the shade Fawn, which I got as like a little sample, and it is so tiny, but I barely used it, to be honest, and like it's almost out, and I just again really didn't like this one. Fawn is a little bit darker than Shadow, and yeah, it's just not a great foundation. I'm just like really not into this at all. And we have one disappointing concealer of the year, and it is actually going to be pretty much a shocker for everybody because everyone loved it. I just really didn't like it, and it is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I gave this a chance. I really gave it a fair shot. I just don't like the way it looks after, like it's not very long wearing. Like after my 8-hour workday, it looked disgusting. Like it clung to every single dry patch under my eye, and it made my eyes look so horrible every time I wear this. I tried with different primers, I tried with different setting powders. It just did not work out for me. It's a shame. I actually really like the original formula of this, and I think they obviously updated the formula, and I just really don't like it. I can't. I tried so many ways. If you have a way that this works for you, can you please let me know, because I really wanted to love this foundation, this concealer, but I can't. I have one setting powder disappointment of the year, and that is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I bought this because Jaclyn Hill raves about it, and honestly, I really hate it. I thought it was going to be the coolest thing because it's Hydra Mist. Just think about the name, but it just did not work out for me. So it is a really interesting concept. It feels wet when you apply it to bake under the eye, or like to apply it all over your face. like at the touch it feels wet. That's like why it's called Hydro Mist, but it really is super drying. Like honestly, it makes my under eyes look super cakey, and I just cannot use this. I really do not like this. I tried with different concealers, different primers, just like I did with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I tried with different primers, different concealers, different foundations even, and it just didn't work with anything. And to me, that's a sign that it's not a great product. So this is definitely, I'm decluttering this. I might give it to my niece. If it works for her, great. If not, I'm just gonna like throw it out because honestly, I don't like it. I have one eyebrow disappointment of the year, and that is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I honestly don't have a problem with the formula of this pencil. I have a problem that I cannot find my shade. I think they only have like 6 to 8 shades. I don't remember exactly, honestly. And I bought shade number 4, and it says it is an ultra fine brow defining pencil. I wish I had a description on the color really, but I think it was meant to be for medium brown hair tones, and honestly it is just way too dark for my eyebrow hair, and I can't make it work. I cannot use it, and I really am sad about that. But honestly, like, it's really, like, the brow pencil is fine. It feels a little stiffer than the brow is, than the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow is, but I can get past that and I can make it work. Like, the formula will be okay if I could actually find my color, but I can't. Benefit needs to come out with more colors. I honestly have a bunch of eyeliner unfavored. This is the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, and honestly this is a sample, not a sample. I got this with my points at Sephora, so this isn't the full size of it. I'm curious if the full size is better. I loved this at first. I even put this in my monthly favorites, I believe, for like June or July when I got it. But this is a horrible liquid liner, like one of the worst I've ever used. First of all, the applicator is just a little bit too flimsy for me. Like at first I liked that it was flimsy and I could just kind of manipulate it to wherever I want, but then I realized it was too flimsy and it would just go wherever it wanted to go instead of me manipulating it. And then on top of that, it really dried out way too quickly. Like honestly, I've maybe used this 5 or 6 times and it was already dry. It is like super dry. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to swatch it, but it is just way too dry. And yeah, that to me was a little bit, it was too quickly that it died. And I know this is a sample and they probably like make the sample like that so you can go by the full size. I'm interested to see if the full size is the same way, so we'll see. I could be wrong about this product, but definitely the travel size, the smaller size is not for me. The next eyeliners I have are all by NYX, and I have been using these a lot lately in my looks. The first one is the NYX White Liquid Liner, and actually I saw a video today on somebody using this with a different applicator. Like they used like an actual brush from their collection and just like dipped it in there and used it, and it worked better. But what I don't like about this product is the actual formula of it. Like I try to do cut creases with it, like actually putting the liner in my cut crease, and it literally cracks like instantly. It dries really quickly, so you have to work really fast, and then when it does dry, if you like move your eye in a certain way, it'll crack everything and make it look like super messed up. And I really need a good white eyeliner. It's like it's a staple in everyone's makeup collection, honestly. White eyeliner is necessary for everybody, but this white eyeliner is definitely not for me. So I tried to find a different white eyeliner, and NYX had another one. This is the NYX Colored Felt Tip Liner, and this is worse. Like this has no pigmentation whatsoever, and I just can't get this to work on me for anything. It doesn't crack or anything, but it just has no pigmentation, and that's what sucks about it. This does come in a few different colors, but it isn't worth it, honestly. There's so many better eyeliners, I'm sure, on the market. I need to find a good white eyeliner though. I haven't found one yet, and it's bumming me out. I really need one for the looks that I'm trying to do. And then I also have these NYX Vivid Brights eyeliners. Honestly, I think I have 2 more colors. I'm pretty sure I have like pretty much all of them. These are very cheap, which is why I bought like literally all of them with my points at Ulta. Like I just kind of almost got them for free essentially. But again, the same problem with the white eyeliner. They crack so easily and it bums me out. It's like really sad to me because these are such really, like, they have a lot of potential. These colors are amazing right here, but I can't get them to work. Like they just crack instantly. I do want to try using all of these except for the felt tip, because you can't do that with a brush, and seeing if that helps, but honestly I'm not sure if it will. The next disappointing product I have is something that I got like really cheap at Sephora because it was at like the checkout line, and it was an impulse buy, and I was like, I just really want to try this. And it is the Kevyn Aucoin the Contour Duo. Is this tiny tiny little thing, and I think I paid like almost $30 for this because Kevyn Aucoin is not a cheap brand, and it comes with a contour shade and a highlight shade. What I don't like about this is that the contour shade is just way too ashy and gray for me, and I know that's what a contour should be, but I have to definitely use a bronzer with this, which sometimes it like adds another step to my makeup process. And this highlighter is like, I was questioning whether it was like an actual highlighter, like, you know, a glowy highlighter, or like an under eye setting powder. Like, it doesn't have any glow to it whatsoever. And I honestly like highlighters that you can like literally like shine to the gods, or that you can like also like maybe like take it down a little, like a notch. Usually highlights that are like really intense, you could also like make them not as intense, and this one is just like not intense at all, and it makes me like, ugh, I can't. I just, it was an impulse buy, and I was really sad to like have bought this, to be honest. Another impulse buy, which I happened to get at the same time as the Kevyn Aucoin thing, was this Natashas Annona Blush and Glow Kit, I think, whatever this is called. I really like the blush, I'm not gonna lie. This blush is pretty, but it has a lot of shimmer, and a lot of the times I'm not in the mood for shimmery blushes. So I really like, it needs to match with what I'm like doing in my life at the moment. And sometimes I don't want a shimmery blush, but the blush is really pretty. I have another, like, the same problem as the other highlight. Like, I was again questioning whether like, is this like an under eye setting powder, because like, where is the glow? It says blush and glow. There is no glow in this highlight, honestly. There's more glow in the blush than there is in the highlight, and that makes me really sad. I have an eyelash disappointment of 2018, and these are the Pure Pro eyelashes in Bombshell. I bought these at Generation Beauty because I saw them there. It was like an impulse buy, and they also like convinced me to get the glue because their glue is blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I don't care. Honestly, the House of Lashes glue is a lot better. But these lashes, honestly, are they're just like meh. I was really meh about these, so I was a little disappointed, as this video is entitled. These were, I don't remember how much, but I want to say like $10 to $15, so they're a little cheaper than most of the lashes I use, but the lash band is so thin that it was just difficult to put on. Honestly, like, it took me forever to put it on, and a lot of people say that the thinner the lash band, the easier it is to put on. So like, if you're a beginner with lashes, to get lashes with thin lash band. But I happen to disagree, because when I first started using lashes, I used the really dramatic lashes with a thick band, and I had an easier time putting those on than lashes with thinner bands. So I could be wrong about that, but it might just be me. I might just be special. I don't know. These were very like meh to me. They're not anything special. I feel like my Ardell Demi Wispies that I can get a pack for the same price, like a pack of 10 for the same price at CVS, do a much better job, honestly. So I'm just like really meh about them. I'm not like, I hate this and I'm never gonna use them. I'll probably use them until I can't anymore, but they're just like eh. And the last product I have that's a disappointment for 2018 is the KKW Classic K lipstick. I did a whole video testing out KKW products, and I really liked the eyeshadow palette, but when it came to this, I was very confused by it. So I had gotten it delivered like the day I filmed that video, and I was wondering if maybe the lipstick was bad because it had melted in like shipment to me. But honestly, I just really don't like the formula of this lipstick. If it had a good formula, I would love it because the color is like perfect. It's like my perfect everyday nude, but it's just way too creamy, and therefore it does not last a long time. As a teacher, I talk a lot, so like if I'm wearing a lipstick, it has to be like a liquid lipstick that's matte, that's not gonna move all day, because talking, this would be gone instantly. I tried using this, but it just like, it doesn't work for me. It does not stay on, and it's just too creamy. So like, I feel like I went through half the tube using it like 5 times, and that's it. Like, honestly, it's just not that great of a formula. I have not tried any other KKW lipsticks. I can't speak for the rest of them, but this particular shade, again, Classic K, not my. So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about my disappointing products of 2018. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!